Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark. This is Spiguyver Backpacking. Today we are out on the trail. Actually, just about to hit the trail. Got up early this morning, jumped in the car, drove 3.5 hours north to the Adirondacks. So I am headed to Pharaoh Lake. So Pharaoh Lake Trail, it's kind of a shorter trail, but it's got a loop around the lake. Definitely a few miles up there, a few miles around the lake. Definitely a bunch of side trails that you could take, depending on just how quick we go, what there is to see. May take some of the side trails. There's a side trail to Crab Pond, which has a waterfall on it. There's a side trail up to Pharaoh Mountain. So we will see where the day takes us. No real plans other than getting up there, finding a place to set up camp. Parking lot does have quite a few cars in it this morning, so hopefully there are campsites to be had. There are about 6 or 7 at least campsites around there. We'll find something. We will definitely find something. The weather today is absolutely beautiful. It is one of those days where it's just blue skies, the sun's out, everything is beautiful. The temperature, I cannot believe the temperature. It is 60 degrees right now as I step out of the car, 9:30 this morning. Lows are going to get down into the 40s, and it's going to be a nice trip. This is going to be, I'm really excited about this. We'll talk a little bit more as we get up the trail, but let's start going.
I walk with my mother under the old oak tree, by the river and the play park where I used to run free. My initials are carved into the brush permanently. I walk with my father along the sea wall. There's an E etched in the tarmac from when I was small. Though the waves they crash and they beat relentlessly, I vandalized my name across this town. So no matter how long I'm away, when I sit under the old oak tree, I know this town will always be home. My primary school used to be bigger, I swear. Or did I just get taller and grow out my hair? 'Cause that home-cut fringe was a trend back in 2010. I walk by the station where I had my first kiss on a summer Friday evening as the sun began to dip. And I think about that boy sometimes. I vandalized my name across this town. So no matter how long I'm away, when I sit under the old oak tree, I know this town will always be home. And though I was itching to leave the moment I turned 18, now that I'm back it is so clear to see. Every corner screams with memories. This town is where I became me. So I vandalized my name across this town. So no matter how long I'm away, when I sit under the old oak tree, I know this town, oh, this town will always be home.
Spiguyver backpacking channel has been around for 8 years. Crazy to think that. The very first video that was done was here in the Adirondacks. The video started out with music that's led up to here, and it was a track that I specifically picked from Ellie Finnerty. She is an artist that we met on our cruise, and this song was about her going home. And for several reasons, I decided it was a perfect track for this video. Coming back to the Adirondacks is like coming back to home. I grew up in the Adirondacks. The very first video of this channel was in the Adirondacks. For much of my life, this was home. And so this is like coming back home. So it was a very fitting track. I'll leave a link down below, so if you guys want to check out any of her music, you can. But this is a special day for me to be out here, back up here. 8 years. The first video was here, and I haven't done a single other trip video that was in the Adirondacks. Just kind of weird, kind of crazy that the only one I did was the first one. And even though I've been living in New Jersey for, next month will be 3 years, I haven't made it up here. I've gone to the Catskills, but I haven't made it up to the Adirondacks. And as I got up here and started hiking today, I realized what a shame that was. This is such a beautiful area, and man, this is where I need to be out hiking. It is so refreshing to be out here. I've had a smile on my face all day long. It's been a very, very pleasant hike. I've got about 7 miles in so far today, and who knows where it'll take me. I'm gonna stop here, make something to eat, get something to drink, fill up my water, and then maybe we'll head up Pharaoh Mountain. I'm not exactly sure, but this is a great place to stop for right now. The difference a weekend makes. The temperature is amazing. It's probably mid-60s, upper 60s right now. There's a breeze, it feels really nice, but the bugs have not been bad at all. Now, I'd asked my friend Jeremy, Sherpa Man, who lives up this area. He's actually camping not too far from here right now. I asked him how the bugs have been, and he said, the black flies haven't been all that bad, but the deer flies have been really bad. I've been lucky. I brought a head net with me. I wore long sleeves. I brought a thermocell with me. I've got permethrin, Picardin, you name it, all ready to go. Haven't really needed it, which has been very, very nice. So I had lunch, set up on the rock over there, just kind of enjoying the day, enjoying this breeze. Just felt nice. And I was like, before I hike anymore, let's put the hammock up. So I've got the hammock set up right here. Climbed inside, laid down. It was comfortable. Fell asleep for a little while. I'm just sitting here reading for a bit, kind of deciding whether or not this might be the place for the night. I don't know. It's a pretty damn nice place, so this could be home for the night. I mean, I've got kind of the marshy water on that side. I've got the beautiful open water on this side, the mountain back there, rocks all around me. I'm kind of in this really cool place out on this peninsula. This could be the place for the night. It's actually gotten really windy over here. I had to put my bag in my hammock to keep it from just blowing way out. It has clouded up. I mean, there's clouds. It's going in and out of clouds and sun here. I don't think there's any threat of rain. I mean, the forecast was and I checked it right before coming up here this morning. It was still showing a 0% chance of rain all day, all night, tomorrow, for one of the closer towns that I could find. I mean, not specifically right here, but about 15 to 20 miles south of here. No rain in the forecast at all. I think I will probably, I did move this end of the hammock from that tree over there to this one so that I've actually got a wide enough area I could put out the tarp if I need to. I will probably sling the tarp up over the hammock just so that it's there in case I need it. I may even like string it out and then take it and roll it back up just so that I've already got the tie outs ready to go. Not sure how much ground I've got here with all the rock on the ground. I'm just not sure there's going to be much depth there to actually sink a stake into. With the big wind, it would be kind of nice to have at least a windbreak on this side. So just put the tarp out blocking this side. But we'll see whether or not that's even possible. Worst comes to worst, I could pack up, head up into the woods up there, and that would definitely knock down the wind. But this is such a beautiful spot. I just don't want to, I really don't want to move. So we're going to play it by ear. If I have to, I can throw everything in my bag on the at night, throw the headlamp on, and head up into the woods then. But for right now, I think we're going to just see how it goes. You can see that the waves are coming up. You know, not a huge lake. Got these guys hitting. It has become very hazy out here. You can see just how hazy it is. You used to be able to see really clearly across, like actually right over here, there's a rocky area that I could see people sitting on it earlier. I can barely see across to it. You can barely make out the two ridges. Alright, so I took the time to string up the tarp and then staked it all out so that I have it ready to go if anything was to happen. I really want to just sleep without the tarp up tonight, even though I do think it'd be great for a wind block. Right now, I think it's just haze in the air. I don't think there's any clouds up there. I mean, if you look over this way, there's no clouds over here. If you look towards the sun, it looks like clouds, but I think it's just haze because the sun is burning through. You can see over here, the sun is actually pushing through. It's just a matter of, it is very, very hazy. You can just see the redness in the sky. So, got it set up just in case I need to deploy it. It's up in its sleeve. All I've got to do is sling it out, hook it up, because I've got all of the tie-out points down here ready to go. It's just a matter of hooking them up. They're all tightened, tensioned. I can retension them as soon as they're hooked up. So I like it the way it is. Should be ready to go. Good morning. I slept pretty good last night. Now, I did get woke up several times during the night. Right over here, just behind me, there is a beaver house. So it just looks like a clump of branches that are stacked up in the middle of the lake over here. But a couple times during the night last night, it either was smacking its tail against the water, or I definitely heard it jump off of that into the water. And right after I got up this morning, I saw it swimming, or at least one of them, because I saw it swimming, and then I heard something else. There are several of the little houses out here, of their huts. So definitely an active area for the beaver. There's also like a little slide area over here where the beavers are sliding between the two sides, going across the peninsula rather than going around, which I thought was kind of interesting. But you can see little trails in all the lily pad area out there where they're swimming through. It was a cool night. I stayed toasty warm. 40-degree hub ender, 40-degree Loco Libre operator series, and these clothes. I stayed toasty warm. Never had an issue there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab my bear bag, get some coffee going, maybe do some breakfast. Chilly morning, but beautiful. But while the mosquitoes weren't all that bad yesterday, they're definitely around this morning. I've already killed a couple on me, so I'm going to throw this thermocell on as soon as I finish doing coffee. Which is pretty close. It's getting really close. Coffee first thing in the morning. Well, it's hot, but that is good. Starting with good beans, freshly ground, is pretty key. Ground these up right before heading out yesterday, so very fresh. I mean, yeah, I could have brought the grinder to make it more fresh, but for my purposes, this is as good as it's getting. Got my coffee in my hand, ready to hit the trail. Hit the trail, walk, carry the coffee, just head out. Beautiful, beautiful morning. conveniently, there are these pit toilets along the trail that are not even just at the lean-to. So you have, I think, 5 or 6 lean-tos around the entire lake, and there are definitely toilets around those, but in a lot of the areas that they've designated for camping, there's also a pit toilet, which is what this happens to be. Alright guys, so I am just about back to the trailhead. It has been an absolutely wonderful morning. So 2 hours and 15 minutes ago I hit the trail and I've done 7.75 miles. So just 2 hours and 15 minutes, 7.75. That's pretty dang good. That's the kind of trail time I used to be doing. This has been a pretty flat trail though, so not like I've really pushed it super hard up hills and stuff. So it's been a great weekend. Absolutely perfect weather, great location, great scenery. Glad you guys came along. Let's go up here to the map and I'll show you guys exactly what we did. Okay, might be kind of hard for you guys to see. I'm going to go ahead and zoom. Okay, so we are here and we came up, we crossed the marsh area here, came up, got to the outlet of Pharaoh Lake, and then we went around this side, came to, I think it was this part right here, and yep, this little dot right above my fingernail is where we camped. Then we came back out, came down, around, back down, and then not a lot of filming this morning because really we were just taking the same trail out that we took in. So we went counterclockwise around the lake. I did about 7.5 miles yesterday, 7.75 today. Even though it looks like I should have done less based on where we camped, it ended up being more. I think there was more undulation, more in and out that it doesn't really show on this map. Anyway, it was an absolutely great time this weekend. Appreciate you guys coming along. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Appreciate you guys checking this out and sticking around for this. There may be a little bit of bonus footage at the very end, so stick around. All right, I will see you guys down the trail. So this is the dirt road that I grew up on. Right up this road is where I spent most of my life. So, well, I would say a good portion of my life. Up until I was about 14 years old, I lived up here. So let's go up and see the house and talk about how much it changed. About a quarter mile that way was where my grandmother lived through the woods. These woods here This is where I used to play. This backs up to a state forest. There's like hundreds and thousands of acres of just woods. It looks so different. I don't know, it just looks different than I remember. So the people that live there are actually outside right now, so it's kind of weird. I didn't want to just stop. So I'm just gonna drive by. This is the back side of the house right here. And the thing about this house is it started out as a mobile home, and then my dad just kept building on it and building on it and building on it the entire time I grew up. The entire time we lived here. So we moved to California. But yeah, that's my old house. So as I'm driving through all these back roads, really the roads through the town that I grew up in, I'm amazed just how far my brother and my friends and I used to ride our bikes to go between each other's houses, to go to stores to get candy. I mean, it's pretty crazy just how far we were riding our bikes as kids. And to think about that, like with our kids these days, probably not something we would let our kids do. It's just, times have definitely changed. The area that I grew up in is much different than where I live or where my kids grew up. It's kind of crazy.